All right, in this video, I will be reviewing the Dr. Seuss 6-foot tall The Grinch Scene Christmas inflatable. That's just interesting because I think the other inflatable I did with Grinch was also called The Grinch Scene, so kind of not being very creative there. Anyways, it's from Home Depot. We got in the year 2022 from Home Depot, and like our other Home Depot reviews I've done, looks like it comes with LED lights. That's great. I love it. And it is indeed a Gemmy product. And these are stakes it came with. Interesting. It came with these small metal stakes I'm not a huge fan of because these are supposed to go down here to stake the motor down. But also it did not come with any tether stakes. Instead, it just came with these two spiral stakes. So I'm assuming that yeah, here you go. You're supposed to use these. So it's just two ground stakes and no tether stakes, and you're supposed to put it in the ground and attach to a loop there. So there's two of them. It's interesting that not come with any tether stakes. I'm not sure why they did that, but with these two ground stakes, these work really well. So with these two ground stakes, keeping it down, it should work well enough. And even these small metal stakes would actually do it'll do the job because these two ground stakes are doing most of the work of keeping the motor down anyways, and these are just, icing on the cake, really. So these should work well enough. I'm still kind of weird to not come with any tether stakes, but that's maybe they just figured it wouldn't work very well because how this inflatable is set up, where it's just like three characters like that. I'm not sure about that. But it does come with a type of motor that sits on the ground, and the legs do collapse, so it's a lot easier to get back in the box. That's good, always appreciated. So yeah, I mean, those stakes, once it's staked down, those stakes should do a good job. It's one of those cases where the small metal stakes would actually work just fine. Because like I said, the spiral stakes are doing most of the job of keeping the inflatable on the ground anyways. Give it a second to blow up here. And there we go. That looks really awesome. I do really like that. I mean, you got the Grinch. It's like the classic Grinch from like the cartoon in like the 70s or 80s, whenever that was made. This is a classic Grinch. And you got Max's dog here. They're both wearing Santa hats. It's nice. This is, of course, the Santa outfit he wore, I think, in the cartoon. Got his boots on. I do like this this lamppost that doubles as a signpost. I do like this nice touch. Mount Crumpet, Whoville, the Grinch. I think he lives on Mount Crumpet. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know why it has both the Grinch and Mount Crumpet. I mean, you know where the Grinch is. You have Mount Crumpet. But anyway, still really cute. And of course, there's a Whoville. Well, the sign points to Whoville. But yeah, it looks really nice. It's awesome. It's classic Grinch. You gotta love it. He just looks fantastic. And it's always nice when the Grinch comes to his dog Max. Yeah, turn the lights up. Oh, hold on. Do my push test first. I think it's gonna be just fine. Yeah, even not staked down, it's standing up pretty well. So once you have it properly staked down, I think it'll stand up just fine. I mean, it's possible maybe the Grinch will just kind of like lean over, but I don't think so. It looks like it'll be just fine once it's all staked down properly. It'll be just fine. I don't think the tether stakes are really necessary in this particular case. So you just put one of the spiral stakes there, and the other on the other side. It would have been nice to have one for all four sides, but on either side, that should be just fine, especially once you take the motor down. Should be just fine. See what it looks like. The lights off, it looks fantastic. It lights up really well. Yeah, you can definitely see Max. You can see like all of Max, even though these aren't the small button lights, so these work a little better than the small button lights. These are like the night lights, really. Yeah, Max is lit up all the way, and Grinch is lit up all the way. The sign, it's good. I mean, it's not the bottom, not lit up, but it's not really that big a deal. It is a nice touch where they put a light in the actual lamppost part here, make it look like the lamppost is lighting up. That's a nice touch. They put one in the Whoville sign. It's kind of a shame they didn't put one. I guess they only have so many lights. Remember, these things typically only come with 6 light bulbs. Let's see, you got one in Max. Looks like you have 2 in Grinch, one up there, and one in the Whoville sign. That's only 5. I've been counting 5 lately. Like I said, sometimes it's hard to count to see them all. I've been counting 5 lately. I wonder if that's a new thing where they only come with 5 bulbs instead of 6. That's a possibility. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I only count 5. It's possible I'm just missing the 6th one, or like I said, maybe it's a new thing. They're trying to save a little bit of money by only having 5 light bulbs instead of 6. I don't know. But in any case, so you can still, even though you only have 1 light bulb in the Whoville one, you can still see that says Mount Crumpet and the Grinch. Man, I'm a good, I'd say, at least 6, 7, 8 feet away. You can still read that plain as day. Mount Crumpet, Whoville, the Grinch. So it lights up well enough. The sign does. Everything else lights up really, really well. I really do like this. This is lights up really well. I like the inflatable. And it fills out nice. Like I say, Gemmy does a really good job of having their inflatables fill out nicely by giving it a good sized motor. And yeah, this is no exception. This is full of plenty of air all the way around. Go ahead and check out the electricity usage. So we're at 60 watts. So yeah, these are definitely LED lights, because you figure the motor is probably using about 50 watts. That's pretty typical for these motors. And there's 5 or 6 bulbs in there, and these LED ones typically use about 1 watt each. So that'll be why it's 60 watts. So yeah, it's definitely LED lighting. I really do appreciate when the LED lighting these inflatables. But yeah, in summary here, I think it's an absolutely fantastic inflatable. I love the Grinch. He looks great here with his dog Max. I mean, the sign here is a nice touch. People are really going to like that. It'd be nice if we have more Grinches. I'll put another Grinch right next to him, so he's pointing right to the Grinch. Hey, why not, right? But yeah, it's fantastic. I say I definitely recommend this. It'll look great any display, any Christmas display. It'll look great. So yeah, if you could find it for a price you are comfortable with paying, I say go ahead and go for it. It stands up well, it lights up well, comes with LED lighting, which is a nice bonus. It looks like it should stand up just fine in the wind. It's not gonna be a problem there. Of course, always properly stake down your inflatables. When I say stand up in the wind, I mean like a moderate wind. I don't mean like a really strong wind. You never plug your inflatables in a really strong wind. But yeah, I think that's all I gotta say about this inflatable. Please like, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching. See you next time.